Welcome to Speak English with Kana. Hello, everyone. I am so happy to be here with you today. Have you ever felt nervous before walking into a fast food restaurant in a foreign country? I remember my first time. I stood outside the door for 5 minutes. I was practicing my order in my head. I was afraid I would speak too fast or the staff wouldn't understand me. If you feel that way, don't worry, you are not alone. Today, we are going to look at a very common situation, ordering food at Burger King. It is a simple thing, but it can be a great way to practice your English. In this video, you will follow two friends, Ken and Mina. They are hungry and they want to have a good lunch. As your companion, I will speak slowly and clearly. I want you to feel relaxed. Learning English is not a race. It is a journey. So please relax and enjoy the story. Before we dive into the conversation, I have a small question for you. This is a challenge to help you listen more carefully. Here is today's question. Are Burger King burgers cooked over real fire or on a flat pan? Please listen to the story to find the answer. The answer is hidden in the conversation between Ken and Mina. If you find it, please write it in the comment section. Writing in English is a powerful way to improve your skills. Are you ready? Let's begin. Here we are at Burger King.
Here we are, Mina, Burger King. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, maybe 2 months. I haven't eaten a burger in a long time.
I'm really hungry today. How about you?
Me too. I skipped breakfast this morning because I was busy.
Oh no, that's why you walked so fast. You were chasing the food.
Sorry. I just really want a big meal.
Let's look at the menu board first. It's better to decide what we want before we go to the counter.
Good idea. Look at the photos. Everything looks so delicious. I think I want everything on the menu.
We can't eat everything, Mina. Our stomachs are not that big.
I know. But look at that one, the one on the big poster. It looks huge.
That's the Whopper. It's their most famous burger.
Whopper? That's a funny name. What does it mean? I've never heard that word before.
It's an English word that means something very big or unusual. So for a burger, it means it is a giant burger.
That makes sense. It really does look big. I think I need 2 hands to hold that.
You are right. It is a 2-hands burger. But if you are not that hungry, they have smaller ones too, like the Whopper Jr.
Oh, the Junior. That's a cute name. It's like a baby Whopper.
Exactly. And look, they don't just have beef. They have chicken, fish, and even salads.
Salads at a burger shop. That's nice for people who want to be healthy. But today, I want something salty and crispy.
Then you should look at the sides. They have fries, of course, but they also have onion rings.
Onion rings. I love those. They are so crunchy. How much is a set?
A set is usually about $10 to $12. It includes the burger, fries, and a drink.
That's not too bad for a big lunch. Do they serve breakfast here too?
Yes, they have eggs, toast, and hash browns, but only until 10:30 in the morning.
Oh, that's too early for me. I like to sleep late on the weekends.
Me too. So lunch it is. Look, they even have kids' meals. The drink cups are so small and cute.
I see. Do the kids' meals come with toys?
Yes, sometimes they have a small toy inside. Kids love that.
Notice how Mina asks about the word Whopper. It is okay to ask questions when you don't know a word. Even simple words like junior or set are very useful. In American English, we often say meal or combo instead of set. When you see a menu, don't be afraid of the big words. Focus on the pictures and the basic categories like sides and drinks. You are doing great.
Hi, welcome to Burger King. What can I get for you today?
Hi, we would like 2 sets, please.
Sure thing. Which sets would you like to order?
I'll have the Whopper set.
And I will have the chicken sandwich set, please.
Great choice. Would you like to change anything on your Whopper, sir?
Yes, please. I'd like no pickles, but I want extra cheese.
No pickles, extra cheese. Got it.
Ken, can I really change the ingredients? Is that okay?
Of course. Their motto is have it your way. It means you can build your burger exactly how you like it.
Have it your way. I love that. That is very kind.
And for your chicken sandwich, ma'am, would you like any changes?
Yes, no onions, please. I have a meeting later. And can I get extra tomato?
Certainly. No onions, extra tomato. What drinks would you like with your meals?
1 cola and 1 orange juice, please.
What size for the drinks? Small, medium, or large?
Medium for both, please.
Would you like ice in the cola?
Yes, please. Plenty of ice.
And no ice in the juice for me, please.
No problem. 1 cola with ice, 1 juice with no ice. Do you want ketchup or mayo for your fries?
Ketchup, please. Can we have 2 packs?
Sure. Do you need any straws or napkins?
Yes, 2 straws and some napkins, please.
Will you be eating in or taking out?
We will eat in, please.
Do you have our mobile app? You can save money with coupons.
No, I don't have it yet. Is it useful?
Yes, very useful. You can get discounts every day.
Oh, nice. I will download it next time.
Good idea. Your total is $15.20.
Here you go.
Thank you. Here is your change and your receipt. Your order number is 42. Please wait at the table and we will bring the food to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Enjoy your meal.
Did you hear that? Have it your way. This is a very famous phrase in American culture. It shows that the customer has the power to choose. When you order food, don't be afraid to say no onions or extra cheese. You are paying for the food, so you should enjoy it. Also, pay attention to the question, eat in or take out. This is the most common question in fast food. Eat in means you stay at the restaurant. Take out means you take the food away.
Wow, that was fast. The food is already here.
Look at this Whopper. It really is huge. It's bigger than my hand.
I told you, Whopper means something big. Be careful, don't drop it.
Oh, this is delicious. The meat tastes different.
You're right. It has a smoky taste, doesn't it?
Yes, smoky. Why is that? Is it the sauce?
No, it's because they cook the meat over a real fire. Most places use a flat pan, but here they use flames. It's called flame grilled.
Flame grilled? That sounds like a cool cooking style. No wonder it tastes so good.
Exactly. When the fat drops on the fire, it creates smoke, and that smoke gives the meat a special flavor.
You know a lot about burgers, Ken.
Well, I just like eating. Oh, by the way, look over there. Do you see that man near the window?
The man with the family? Yes, I see him. Wait, is he wearing a paper crown?
Yes, a bright yellow paper crown.
That's so funny. Why is a grown man wearing a crown in a burger shop?
It's a tradition here. The name of the shop is Burger King, right? So the crown is the symbol.
I see, but I thought the crowns were only for kids.
Usually they are. They come with the kids' meals. But on birthdays, the staff gives them to everyone to make them feel like a king or a queen.
That is so sweet. It makes people feel happy.
I remember getting one when I was 6 years old. I wore it all day. I even slept with it.
You must have looked so cute. Do you have photos?
My mom has a whole box of photos. I'll show you sometime.
I think the crown is like magic. It makes even adults feel like a child again.
You are right. These days, many people take photos with the crowns and post them on social media. It's a fun trend.
Maybe I should ask for one next time.
You don't have to wait until next time. I have a surprise for you later, but finish your chicken sandwich first.
Okay. This chicken is really crispy, and the vegetables are so fresh.
Try a fry. They are hot and salty.
Perfect. This is a great lunch, Ken. Thank you for bringing me here.
Of Burger King. It reminds us that being a king or queen is about how you feel, not just how much money you have. And did you catch the answer to our question? Ken explained that the burgers are cooked over real fire. This is flame grilled. It's a great vocabulary word to remember. Now, let's take a moment to look at some of the useful English we heard in the story. Even if you are a beginner, these phrases will help you feel more confident. It's been a while. Ken said this at the beginning. It means, I haven't done this for a long time. You can use this when you meet a friend or go to a place you haven't visited in months. Skip breakfast. This means you did not eat breakfast. We often skip meals when we are busy. I skipped lunch or I skipped dinner. Have it your way. As we discussed, this is about customization. In a restaurant, you can use the word no or extra. For example, no onions, please, or extra ketchup, please. Eat in or take out. Remember this question? If you want to eat at the restaurant, say eat in. If you want to take the food to your home or office, say take out. Cultural tip. In the United States, fast food restaurants are very casual. You don't need to wait for someone to seat you. You just go to the counter, order, and find a table. When you are finished, it is polite to take your tray to the trash can. We call this cleaning up after yourself. It is a small gesture, but it is very important in American culture. Also, about the free crown. Don't be shy. If you see a stack of crowns and you want one, you can ask, "May I have a crown, please?" Most of the time, the staff will say yes with a smile. It is part of the fun experience. We are reaching the end of our story today. Mina and Ken had a wonderful lunch. They enjoyed their Whopper and chicken sandwich. They learned about flame-grilled meat and the famous paper crowns. But most importantly, they practiced their English in a real-world situation. Now, let's look at the question from the beginning one more time. Are Burger King burgers cooked over real fire or on a flat pan? If you listen to Ken, you know the answer is real fire. They are flame-grilled. Did you find the answer? If you did, please write "they are cooked over real fire" in the comments. I want to see how many of you were listening carefully. Don't worry about spelling, just try your best. I hope this video helped you feel a little more comfortable with English. Remember, every time you listen to a story, your brain is learning. You are getting better every single day. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a like. It helps my channel reach more people like you. And if you want to see more stories with Ken and Mina, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That's all for today. I hope to see you in the next video. Keep practicing, stay curious, and remember, have it your way. See you next time. Bye.